Hi everybody, welcome back to Real Estate Investing Adventures. I'm your host, Joe Jurek. If you're a returning guest, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Who the heck am I? Well, my name is Joe Jurek. I'm a real estate investor and I have the ability to travel all over the country and work with people just like you, trying to get started in real estate or trying to take their real estate investing to the next level. Well, I appreciate you joining me again for this A through Z series on how to get a deal done, how to do deals. What letter are we on today? V. V as in value. So often I meet investors and they tell me they don't know how to look for properties that are good deals or that have value, or how to even determine the value of a property. So, we can have a list price on a property, and sometimes people feel like, do I determine value by list price? No. Do I determine value by assessed value that they put for tax purposes? No, usually not. Do I determine value by other homes as comps? You do. However, you got to take it a step further, okay? We can get comparables of like-kind properties, see what they sold for, that help us determine value for an area. If I'm looking in a specific subdivision and 3-bedroom, 2-bath that are 1,500, 1,800 square foot homes have sold, if I'm currently looking at an 1,800 square foot home that's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, maybe with a 2-car garage and a swimming pool, okay, I can use other properties that have sold, but I have to do a little more due diligence, I normally think. I have to make sure the amenities are similar. And what do I mean by that? Even though it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, it's 1,800 square feet, does it have a 2-car garage like the one I'm looking at? Does it have a swimming pool like the one I'm looking at? So are there any features that can add to the value or subtract to the value? In previous videos, if you haven't watched them, we've talked about things like electrical lines that can impact value, or being on a busy street that can impact value. But what I want you to understand, you got to look at a property in its current condition, and maybe what's the fair market value in the current condition. And after we would do the repairs or the renovation, that's when we're looking at the ARV, the after repaired value. So if I looked at a property and did certain upgrades or repairs, we made the kitchen nice, the bathroom nice, flooring, painting, light fixtures, landscaping, in top condition, what could the value be at that point? A few things about value. Do not ever over improve a property. If you're looking in an area where you have very low-end affordable properties, let's say under 100,000, some areas maybe even under 50,000, would it be a good idea to put granite in the kitchen, stainless steel appliances, travertine tile? No. But inversely, if we're looking at a expensive area, $300,000, $400,000, or $500,000 homes, if all the homes in the neighborhood have granite, okay, and stainless appliances and travertine tile and all those little nice amenities, then the house you're looking at should have it too. So here's a great golden nugget, and there are going to be more at the end, so stick with me. If you look at a property, how do you know what to do to the property you're looking at? How do you know how to value it, okay? How do you know what type of upgrades or renovation would be done? Here's a great thing. Look at other houses in your area to determine what they're doing to those homes. How do those kitchens look, bathrooms look? How do the homes, price out if they're all fixed up? There are always other people that are buying, fixing, flipping homes in any area. Some of the best ideas you may see other people using certain paint colors or certain layout of a certain home. Go look at other homes in your area to not only see what they're doing, their choice of furnishing and redoing the properties, but also looking at the quality or the type of materials they're using. You're not going to look at $1 million home and see a $20 fan or $20 light fixture. You shouldn't, okay? Now, with that being said, I have looked in some higher end subdivisions, and sometimes it's amazing to me that they put in what I call builder's grade type of materials. You know, I'll see a $10 light bar in a bathroom of $1 million home, or I'll see a light that I know is $10 at a home improvement store in $1 million home. So when people aren't watching, sometimes you know, products that are more builder grade can put more money into the builder's pocket. And I'm not saying everybody's like that, I'm just using it as an example, okay? But you have to know the grade, the quality of the material. Now, how can you learn that? You should go to a home improvement store near you, whichever one's close, okay? And go through there, look at the products, look at the difference between a $30 fan with a light and maybe a $100 or $150 fan with a light. Look at the difference between a $400 refrigerator and a $1,000 or a $2,000 or a $4,000 refrigerator. The one thing I'll tell you is never, ever, ever over improve a property, whether it's a rental or a flip, but you got to be just as good or slightly better than the competition. So is it always worth your time to look at other properties? It is. Now, here's the other golden nugget, okay, that I wanted to share with you. If I look at properties in their current condition and asking price and follow through until they sell, what did they sell for? Does that help me learn and understand value? It does. Another thing might be, see a house in your target area that is kind of dirty, nasty, stinky, crusty. You know what I mean? A real fixer-upper. Okay. See what that home sells for. That's fair value. What did somebody give for that home? What did they list it at? How long did it take to sell? And what did it finally sell for? Okay. Now, if another flipper in your area has purchased it, one, that might be a good way to find another cash buyer. Wow, another tip. And what else did I want to say? It's another way to follow through what happens with the house. It was listed at this. It finally sold for this. How long did it take to sell? What price? Maybe somebody bought it, fixed it up, and now they're going to flip it 2-3 months later at this price. So see what they listed at, see what it sells at, okay? What they paid, I always call that fair market value. You know, property is only worth what somebody is willing to pay for it. After they do the fix up and list it, they think they know the after repaired value, and that's the price they're putting on the property when they go to resell it. But then what it sells for again is going to be what the market is willing to pay for that home. But that's help us going to determine values of properties in that area. Because if we find a similar property just like that, we'd have a good idea what to list it for. As you look at areas, what would I tell you to get familiar? Have the realtor run you comparables maybe for the last 6 months. See everything that is sold in your target market area. Look at the homes that are high end, medium range, maybe low end. Try to get a feel or understanding of the area. Now, I don't want you to feel like, oh my goodness, I got to become a full-fledged appraiser to learn how to value and price out real estate. You don't have to do that. But you know, when we think about going grocery shopping, you normally don't memorize the price of groceries, but you have a good idea when they go up. Same thing true with buying gasoline. Okay, it seems to fluctuate, but we usually have a pretty good idea how much a gallon of gas might be. That's going to be the same thing with real estate. The more you look at it, the more you kind of get into it, the better you're going to understand value. Now, here's another golden nugget that I wanted to save to the end, so thanks again for staying with me. A lot of times when I look at a property, if I know that market really well, which I hope to know every market well that I'm in, I have an idea what value would be for that property, what the after repaired value would be. Then what I'm doing, I'm usually contacting my realtor to give me comparables, which they can run for me for free. And those comparables, I want to see if they support that number, okay? So if I think a certain home might be worth $250, do we have current, good, solid comparables within maybe the last 3 months or less that would support the value I think at $250? If the comparables come back and they're more like $220, I was wrong. I got to go with $220. I got to go with what the market's saying, because if I bought the house to fix and flip, it's got to sell at what I think it would sell at. Or even if you're out there wholesaling, don't overinflate the price. So you have to repair value to your buyer because you want the buyer to get a great deal and make money, and they'll come back to you for more deals then. So a lot of times I'm kind of learning kind of the market and what to price things at based on what is sold and kind of what's on the market. That's called a CMA, a comparative market analysis. The realtor can do that for you too, not only sold properties that are comps, but maybe properties that are pending, contingent, or still active to give you an idea of what's on the market. But how do we really determine value? It's always based on sold properties, okay? The other thing that I'm looking at in regards to knowing the market, if the realtor comes back to me and says, well, Joe, homes are selling for $250, but in my gut, I think you can get $275. Now, I appreciate them giving me their opinion, but their gut could be a bad lunch that's been kind of disagreeing with them. That's the feeling in their gut. So I appreciate the information, but I have to go with sold comparables, and I can't list it for more, because here's the way I look at it. You can list it for anything you want to list it for. But part of the problem is I don't only want to list the property, I want to sell the property. And the quicker I sell it, the more I could do additional deals. So a lot of times, if a property is at $250, maybe I'm going to put it at $249.9. Or if the realtor says, I think you get $255, I'm going to put it at $249.9. I not only want to get an offer quickly and turn that property, but I want to get hopefully multiple offers and maybe even get into a bidding war with buyers. Those are fun, okay? I often tell the realtor, can you repeat that again? Oh yeah, we have a multiple offer situation. Ah, that sounds so nice. I love hearing that. And then two people, they got to duke it out there to submit their highest and best offers, and that usually means more money for us, okay? So learn and understand value, current condition, what a property is currently worth doesn't necessarily mean what it could be worth all fixed up and shiny and pretty. So make sure you understand comparables, markets, values, because anytime you make an offer, you gotta know what the property would be worth all fixed up, okay? So get out there, start living your dream, make those dreams a reality. Take care now, believe and achieve. Bye-bye.
Do it now, believe and achieve. Take care.